Mayday, mayday, mayday. I am taking in continuous water in the engine room. Require immediate assistance.
Okay, sir, let me confirm your position.
I think that's what's unique to being a human being, that someone will risk their life for someone they'll never know. That's what should make us proudest of who we are.
Okay, basket is going down.
So others may live is the motto of the Coast Guard, and that's what their lives are about.
How are they going to keep that baby alive in a world like this?
I don't know.
We've got 4 people coming up to the mast. 1 man again.
They're heroes. I mean, they go out and save people's lives for a living.
I got it.
I think that's a pretty noble profession.
Have target in sight. Rescue swimmers away. Hold position.
It's the second oldest service, been around since 1790, and their mission is to save lives. Their mission is to protect the coast.
Beginning hoist. Rescue swimmers outside the cabin and going down.
The mission is very diverse. You can be responding to the ocean, and you could be lowered to a mountaintop to get somebody out of an aircraft crash. You could be lowered to a boat to render EMT response.
And there is no more exciting, terrifying, fun flying than flying with the Coast Guard.
And this job is not for everybody. It takes a certain type of individual to do this line of work. I tell my students that one day somebody is going to be counting on you, and you are going to have to depend on your physical ability to get there.
I remember a boat got hit by a rogue wave out in the Gulf of Alaska, probably 125 miles offshore. Rogue wave took that boat out. You know, those guys went down in 2 minutes. And when we got out there, they were in a raft. It was at night, pretty good seas, and I could barely catch that raft, swimming as hard as I could with fins on and everything. And I grabbed a hold of that line, popped my head inside there, and there was 5 guys, hey! And it was kind of exciting for all of us.
Just last week, I was called out twice to go pick up a heart attack patient, and also a man took a sailboat out and was lost. And we got both of them.
Since I've been in the Coast Guard, the hardest thing next to school that I've done, it was rough out that day. It was blowing like 40-knot winds. The boat was halfway underwater, and I see 1 guy, and I see 3 guys, and then 5 guys, and I sit there and I kind of take a deep breath, and I ask myself, are you ready for this?
Doesn't matter if it's 2 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're up and half an hour later you're in the air. It's a very rude awakening sometimes.
I think Katrina really brought out what a Coast Guard rescue swimmer is, because we were plastered all over the national media. It was the Coast Guard rescue swimmers you saw going down to the roofs, pulling people out. We were all working 18, 24-hour days around the clock, pushing ourselves to the limit.
The sun was going down. On my way out the door, they handed me this crash axe and said, basically, good luck, go get him.
I've been flying for over 10 years, and Katrina was always this theoretical, fictional story that everybody had in their mind. It's like, what if we had to save 33,000 people? And sure enough, that's what the Coast Guard ended up doing.
I think cases where you lose children stick with you the most, because those are the ones that really sear into your brain.
My first hoist was down to the 2nd story of that apartment building, and they handed me their baby like it was nothing. And I was so terrified for that baby, of him starting to squirm or wiggle, you know, for not knowing any better. The flight mech said when I came out from underneath the roof that he got chills because his son was about that same size. That was bad, that one, but then I did 3 more, and they weren't as bad as that one, but I don't think I'll forget that first baby.
My wife has been a very strong woman through my whole career. She's been one of the reasons that I've kept my sanity these past 25 years.
All of a sudden somebody's in the water or something, and then you go right into your zone. I love you, but I gotta go, you know?
He's very humble about things, and so then to hear from other people how dangerous it really was, oh, okay, yeah, he really does have a dangerous job.
Oh, bad swell.
You just gotta have faith. You can't worry about it, and you just gotta trust that if that's the way it's gonna play, you know, God will be there at the end.
My son, Nick, he's a rescue swimmer now. He's up in Cape Cod. He's in the game.
And although Nick is grown, he's not all grown up to me. He's my boy.
He was in boot camp, and he asked me, Dad, I hope you don't think I'm a follower by following in your footsteps that way. I go, you could follow me all you want, but that ain't gonna make it. It's gonna have to be you. You know, it's gonna be 100% you.
It's a job. It's a great job. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
It can be a very dangerous business, but luckily there's a lot of happy endings.
There's nothing like looking at their face when you're helping them out. Their eyes are this big, and you get to help them, and that's a cool thing.
I have volunteered to put myself in harm's way for somebody that I don't know. So I better be ready when that call comes in, because that's my calling as far as I'm concerned. And I don't take that lightly, and I never shortcut it. The Coast Guard Rescue Swimmer motto is, so others may live. It's so others may live.